Hey, Michael, Mark Combs. It's good to see you guys yesterday. I just wanted to send this real quick as a quick little follow-up to talk about upcoming renewal and just be a snippet in case it might be helpful to forward along to some other people in regards to upcoming renewals and things of that sort. One of the major questions a lot of people have right now is what are renewals looking like with healthcare reform and what have you. The one thing that we do know from a global perspective first, and then we'll talk specifically about you, is that from a global perspective, with the plan design changes that are required as of all renewals after September the 23rd, which of course is yours coming after January 1st, 2011, there are some mandated changes to plans. And in our conversations with Blue Cross, that's making up about 3.3% of premium. So right off the bat, generally is what we're looking at. Overall trend for healthcare still, in our opinion, is hovering somewhere around 11% for claims. Now, what does that all mean? One thing that we did together and talked about, if you remember, is I always like to think about being a pie chart, first of all, is that when we give Blue Cross a dollar of health insurance money, where does that money go? Where it's kind of broken out, if you remember, the long and the short of it is that 75 cents on the dollar goes to medical claims and pharmacy claims. So, and there's other portions of the insurance carrier retention, which is generally about another 20% of the overall pie, the other part being consulting fees and taxes. It's all about the claims. Now, the claims on your group have run relatively good up until the last few months, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. We're not exactly sure what that means because we don't have full detailed information about what large claimants might be in there. And whenever, again, when they're thinking about how we're going to underwrite this as an underwriter for Blue Cross next year, they're trying to project what your costs are going to be next year. Premium is simply a derivative of what the expected claims will be in the following year. So it's a good way to remember that it's always about the claims. Now, claims have looked good, but based upon the last couple of months, gets us a little bit nervous because we don't know if those were one-time large claims, if they're going to be recurring. And of course, with HIPAA regulations, there's only certain data we can get, but we do hope to have more here very soon. Hoping to finalize out the renewal. There were a couple of little things that we were working on with Blue Cross in the background in regard to some forms that they needed to. I won't get into it, but it had regard to making sure that they had validated the people that were on the plan. So what does that all mean? As far as expected renewal, it's a challenge, and this is the big asterisk in here that I'm not the underwriter, but if I had to guess right now, seeing the trended, seeing the most recent 4 months of claims experience and seeing those significantly pick up, for a planning standpoint, if I was a CFO and I had to be sitting in front of somewhere and planning for something today, I would plan right at that 10% level. Now, obviously, that's prior to any changes, any negotiations, which hopefully would be successful, what have you. But I think that's a conservative number to use. Then, of course, our goal, as working on your team and consultants, going to be to make sure that we get the best deal that the market has to offer, and then work on those 6 levers. There's really 6 different areas that we can hit to try to control healthcare costs. Change a plan, change employee costs, change the way we pay for it, the funding. Well, I'm very interested specifically in your account about how we might get a little bit more creative with that. We can change vendors. We're certainly going to be not necessarily changing, but at least at a minimum acting like we're going to change, if you know what I mean. That's competitive pressure. We can ensure that the people on the plan from an eligibility standpoint are actually eligible, which will be helpful. And then the holy grail is population health management, creating a healthier population so that 75 cents on the dollar of claims is less claims. So anyhow, I hope this is helpful just to give a quick snapshot about what I expect. I'm hopeful that I'll be surprised, and I'm hopeful that our negotiations and, between funding and by marketing, that we'll be able to make it a really good renewal, and time will tell. We should know here real soon. Call me if I can help you with anything. Look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.